It's me you're looking for.
Hello.
I can see it in your eyes.
That's not the song we're talking about.
Oh, you're talking about Adele?
I did.
Hello.
It's me.
I've been.
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend.
And welcome to the Hey Friend podcast.
We're
You're
back.
doing right.
We back.
We back. You thought we were going to be gone? You can't get rid of us that easily.
Nope.
Exactly. We took an intermission. We took some shots.
Speak for yourself.
I didn't take a shot.
I did not.
Oh, I did take a shot. I forgot.
I'm sorry.
I forgot.
Are you joking? We just took a massive shot.
All
of
I
Jack
was thinking
Daniels.
about was the hot dog I just had. That was freaking amazing.
It was amazing. That was probably the best hot dog I've had outside of New Orleans.
Kayla, what's our topic?
This group chat. And we're talking all about group chats.
Group chats.
What are y'all's thoughts?
Ooh.
Who are you? What role do you play in group chats? How many group chats do you have?
Yes, and I'm gonna preface this episode with group chats, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, text message. We
We're
all
going to go into the Facebooks, the Slacks, the Google Meets.
Yeah.
And people
Slacks.
who work, we have multiple Slack groups that are different conversations.
This is
Yeah.
true. The episode topic is group chats, and that means any and every group chat that you are affiliated with. And we're going to share our thoughts, break down our personal opinions, preferences, and we encourage you guys to respond in the comments,
Please.
shoot us an email, let us know how
Please.
you feel about group chats, because this is definitely a touchy subject
Yeah.
Touchy?
that we...
It is touchy.
I
Some
don't
people.
think it's touchy.
Well, it's touchy in the sense that we talk about it on a regular basis. It's
Yeah.
timely.
I think
It's relevant.
I think it's encouraged, but the people who are left out are touchy to them.
That's true. But is
is.
it not also touchy to
It
the people
is.
who are making the group chats and
Yeah.
like
As a
separating
person
themselves?
who has broken out most group chats, I gotta focus on the ones that matter and the thought that matters, not the
Yeah.
main objective. So
So
that's
let's-
what I want to break down.
Let's
Okay.
talk about feelings toward it. Okay, so do you feel that group chats, there needs to be group chats, and then on top of that, do you believe there should be separate group chats?
Ooh, do you want to take it? Or you want me to take it first? Because I got thoughts on here.
Group chats overall necessary,
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it has to be a case by case basis when you break it down of the what's the word?
It's the subgroups. It's like
subgroups.
subgroups.
But is it subsidiary?
Well, subsidiary is like a business
What's like the
entity.
proper word to say?
I would say subset groups, like subgroups.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't know the proper word.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean,
Subset
I have an
groups.
alley on public school education. What do you think I'm gonna have here?
The second one off the first one.
Okay, off the rip. When appropriate, absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
And we're gonna break that down.
100% agree.
What are your feelings?
I hear and I agree.
Okay.
I think I have like a different opinion of them.
Okay. What are your feelings? How do
So
you
I feel that there's different versions of a group text, right? Now I'm really gonna break it down to 3 categories.
Okay.
You have your planning, like we're all going to the same thing group text. That's important. Like
Right.
I get mad when people don't chime in, but they show up acting like we're supposed to do like it was in the group text. Read it.
Yeah.
So that's a very important group
Absolutely.
text. That's a planning group text. And I think if you're as OCD as I am with my group text, they're labeled and they're planned out.
Right.
So you know who's in it and you know the purpose of the group text.
Right.
Don't talk all day in it. Just get the plans done.
It's not
Yes.
for casual
Right.
conversation.
And that to me is like my ideal group
Yes.
text. But then I have my group text, of course, that's where the shit talking kind of goes down.
Yeah.
Where we're all unpacking things that are going on in our lives, maybe sharing more.
Yeah.
But where you lose me on a group text is the people who are lazy trying to tell one statement to one person, but they need to tell it to 5 people.
Right.
And they try to include everyone as group text. And I'm sorry, if I don't have your number, we shouldn't be in a group text together because I don't know you. And I treat my life like that. If I don't know you, don't put me in a group text with somebody. So, talking about group text,
Yep.
I am going to actually explain how we really got to this podcast. It's not so much about our friendship. It really is our group text. Because that's why it's so important to tell the story of everything that left the group text. Because how we got here is Kayla. I'm going to call her out. We have several group texts that JC, yourself, and myself are all a part of.
It's true.
And when I mean several, there's more than we should actually be a part of.
Yes.
We do not contribute in all of them regularly as we should. There's one main one that I will say we all know we're active in.
Yes.
That's the OG homie group.
Yes.
But Kayla in the past has made a mistake. And it's not the OG homie group text, I would say maybe it really happened in.
Right.
But there's been other group texts that she has tried to say something to me and JC on the sideline. And she has sent it within the group text.
In the wrong group text.
The wrong group text. Where you got me and JC out here defending what Kayla said.
It's true.
And I got act ignorant to it.
That's fair.
But even though I co-signed what she said, but we made a joke of our group text of labeling it for Kayla.
First of all,
Yeah.
I didn't say anything wrong. I just stated a certain statement. And then I realized it was a wrong group that was supposed to be just talking to you and JC. And then I was like, oh shit. I can't take that was before Apple put the unsend button. I would have been great if I had that. However, that was before that. So therefore we created a group chat for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to know from like all of you all.
Oh,
like,
wait. Can I interject for a second? And I would love JC to speak for this. Because JC knows why we created this group text too. And how long you went, like 2 or 3 months of what you were saying to confirm the group text was accurate. So I would love JC to co-sign that.
Yeah. So
Because you tried to skip it.
so basically what happened was
We ain't got to tell them what happened, but why we got here.
Yeah, I got it. Stop laughing. So basically what happened is Kayla sent a text in the wrong group. That's moral of the story.
normal.
Kayla sent a text in the wrong group, and when I tell you, Talbot and I, of course, we're sidebarring after
We're sidebar to the sidebar.
there was a sidebar to the sidebar. So Kayla sends a text in a massive group text. It was followed by another group chat with just us three. Me, Kayla, and Telvin with, oh my god, did I send that in the wrong
And I think that's
text
originated our threesome group text that got the powerful group text.
Telvin and I then sidebarred, and he's like, oh my god.
I can't respond to Kayla's group text yet because I gotta talk to you first and see, are we on the same page?
He's like, so he texts me one-on-one, oh my god, did you see Kayla's text in the group and then the subgroup? And I'm like, oh my god, yes. So, basically, one of our subgroup texts came about. So for the course of like over 2 to 3 months, if Kayla had anything to say in a text that should only be for mine and Telvin's eyes,
Yes.
she would say, and I quote, right group? Question mark?
Question mark, question mark.
And I want to say it wasn't always about us talking about what's going on in the group text messages amongst all of them. It
No.
was Kayla just trying to talk to me and you.
Yes.
But Kayla was so bad at understanding a group situation that she would just drop it in the wrong one.
No.
So she had to confirm.
Let me say, I have a lot going on in my life.
Okay,
with
defense.
2 kids, one at that point, and me going nonstop, and then all these side group chats. I'm like, y'all, stop with the fucking side group chats. Only one. I ain't got time for all this.
Well, we can't
So,
combine all the friends.
we can't. And 100%, I'm thankful it led us here because there are things that I only need you two. This is our group, right? There's things I only talk with you all about.
Yes.
And I'm thankful for that.
Yes.
All I'm going to say is it was not fair to me because y'all kept putting things in there and I'm like, y'all, I can't do sidebar after sidebar after I'm over it. So I just finally was like, fuck it. So then I'd say, right group, question mark. But y'all have no idea the amount of anxiety I had when you wouldn't immediately respond. I was like, oh God, was this the right group? Not group. I don't know. Is this the right group? I'm not sure. And I still do it to this day. If it's something important, I'm like, right group?
But
Question mark.
I have to say this, as a person who is in a lot of group text messages, I'm appreciative of this threesome group text because this is how we got to this podcast.
Absolutely.
So this is the idea of the podcast came from us making fun of us leaving the group text to talk about things.
Yes.
To hash it out amongst.
I have to say though, really quick, what's funny about this is we've been best friends for years now.
Yes.
It was only, like 2 to 3 years ago that we got in a group text message.
By ourselves.
Because of technology. Let's be real.
I wouldn't
It was
blame on
because
that.
of technology, and I mean, also, I think it was kind of forced because you did fuck up.
You did fuck up. It was bad. Your fuck up was bad.
All I'm saying is y'all can't be texting back and forth like you do one text, a second
Okay.
later text the next
I
text,
am not-
a second later text the next text.
Can I explain
Not
this
fair.
really quick? And I'm not gonna name names.
Hold on,
But
let me
there-
say. First of all,
Why?
I am the fuck up. I will
Yeah.
admit that, and I don't care.
You are.
All I'm gonna say is, don't text me 5 different text messages, and I don't know which one to respond
Okay,
to.
so I have to say this, like, as our group name, but we definitely have a name in our group text, and it's group text minus, or sorry, it's
Blank.
group minus
Blank.
blank.
Yes,
And it's because that other person is in a few other group texts with us,
yes,
and your fuck up happened in a group text of one of the group texts they're also in,
yes.
that we had to break out freely from all the group texts to
Absolutely.
communicate by ourselves.
But at the end of the day, I don't want my business out there, so it's only meant for you two.
It actually saved you.
And it worked out.
It saved you.
Yeah, and y'all. Let's be real.
You right, I don't say nothing that
And
got
y'all.
in group text.
And y'all. But it
Yeah.
was fair. Like our friendship. It's like
Our friendship was always here.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. The 3. And so I mean, I'm not apologetic about it. So I want to know, like, we want all of you all to tell us, like, who in your group is the fuck up. And if you are, raise your hand, because I am.
I mean, I've messed
You
up
are
before.
you are the fuck up of our group though when it comes
Yeah.
to group chat.
Just
And
group
you've done
chat.
it.
That's
We're
it.
talking about one instance.
No, I've definitely done
but
it.
it's
every time.
happened a lot of times. I won't say that, Kayla, it's a lot.
No, I'd say like a good solid
I need-
4.
I need my hands and my toes to count through this.
No, I'd say a good solid 4.
JC, you back me up there. Don't leave me hanging.
I'd say a solid 4.
There's been some moments.
I would say 5.
Okay, 5. That's
I would say 5. I think it's one hand, but that hand is full.
Let me say that. In 15 years, I will take 5. That's fine.
Fair enough.
That's fine.
Fair enough.
But you know we would not be here if you two weren't talking shit on the side. So, there you go.
Hey, you really got invited to our sideline shit talking.
Okay.
It
But,
really has always been the most, and I hate to say it, me and JC more sideline bar.
yes. But with group chats, how do we feel so added to group chats
Mm-hmm.
and friendship chats? How many that you have? Obviously, like, we all go through a lot. Like, I have a good bit. Break-offs and break-offs. But let's talk about family chats.
Oh.
Do you have everyone together, like all siblings together with mom and pop? Do you have siblings only? What are your group chats look
So,
like
I
there?
will explain my dynamic.
Yeah.
Because as my parents are divorced, and
Mhm.
have been divorced for what? I think mom and Reggie been married for like 16 years, I don't know. Divorced.
Mhm.
I have a sibling one,
Mhm.
just me and my 2 sisters. That's our like inner conversations.
Mhm.
We have one with our dad who never participates unless he wants something from us in the sense of like, I ain't got that picture yet. Oh, did you make it home? That's Dad's interpretation of like hanging out in the group text.
Okay.
Our mom is a full participant of our sibling group text from our mom.
Mhm.
Because Janie is witty, she likes to banter, she likes to see everything we're doing, she doesn't
Yeah.
throw shade. But I will say the hardest dynamic inside of a family group text is the sibling group text.
Yeah.
Because I think me and my sisters are all very close. But you know, like, as y'all having siblings as well,
Yeah.
there's always that one text that's sent that it could be from me, which I am a person who can send it. But also, it could not come from me, but someone else. And it's like, it shuts the whole group text down.
Yeah.
Because you're like, no one's going to respond. Because,
Right.
like, either everybody in a sibling fight, or we all just need to bow out.
Yeah.
And that's the dynamic I deal with.
I think it's the normal group chat period. It's like, hold the hell up. What'd you say? What'd she
Fair.
say? What'd they say? My dynamic, I have my mom, my dad, and me, personally. Like, just me and my mom and dad talk about stuff. And then I have all my siblings. And then I have all my aunts and my mother. And my baby cousin. Huh?
It's a big group text.
It's not.
Your mama's
Think
aunts?
about, yeah, I only have 2 aunts on my mom's side.
I ignore my mom's group text and my dad's family group
Now
text.
you have a lot. There's
Yeah,
a difference.
I ignore those group texts.
Me, I only have 2 aunts and a baby cousin. So me, my mom, 2 aunts and a baby cousin. So it's small, but we talk about stuff. But then outside of that, I have siblings. So mine's fairly quiet. My siblings don't text me back. They don't text, so it's kind of like, you know.
Yeah, I have to be honest, I kind of agree with that. My craziest group texts are y'all and the other
Yeah.
friend group texts I'm in. I
Yeah.
mean, I have one Of course, with like my mom, my dad, I only have one brother, so we do have a fam group chat. It's like pretty silent majority of the time.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, I feel like it's just my mom and dad don't understand that dynamics of group chats. So like if they're telling us, so my parents are both retired, they travel, they're big NASCAR people, so
praise hell, what is it, raise hell, praise Dale?
Praise Dale.
That's it. Say it
And
again.
roll tide.
Say it
Roll
again
tide.
one more time for us. Your
Praise
accent.
hell, praise Dale.
Roll tide.
We love a good dingo.
But what's funny is my mom will send things meaning for the group chat and it will go to just me. And then I'm like, Mom. And then she'll send something that was meant for just me in the group chat and she'll be like, oh my God. She'll be like talking, I don't know if I want to say this. My mom will say, her own personal feelings about whatever when I know it was meant for me.
Yeah.
And she'll send it in the group chat, but it's only because, honestly, Kayla, it's similar to you. If there's a lot of, like, timely texts going on, my mom will fuck up and send something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she catch
to
the
the
wrong
wrong
wave.
group.
She catch the wrong wave.
Yes.
And just on behalf of all fuck ups, it's not fair to us.
And like for me, and like I will talk about my sibling group text, and I think we're the worst about it because like y'all know me and my two siblings. Sorry, it's three of us. We're very close. So and we fight like siblings do, and it's not always like bad, but siblings fight. You let siblings know. It's the worst when you're in this group text and you disagree, and you get ganged up on, and it happens.
Yes.
And it could be them two girls against me. It could be one of me and the girls against the other one girl. Or it could be me by myself fighting both of them. And when I'm fighting both of them, I get real nasty. Because I'm going to hurt you both. Because, like, I'm going to find a way to send one text and end it all. But that is what I think is, like, sibling group text is the worst text.
Yeah.
That's a text I don't want to be in.
Mine are quiet, though. That's the difference. Like,
Same.
none of my siblings really, they respond, but they'll say, like, hard eyes, cute, especially if I'm sending stuff about my boys.
My
They don't
siblings
respond.
somehow find time in their day
No.
to have a moment.
I don't respond, but I will say with, like, my mom recently, she sent me a text in the group text with me and my father, and she sent a text I knew was meant for me.
Oh, God.
And so when I
Awkward.
talked to her, I was like, Mom, you sent that text to me and Dad. And she was like, I know, and I realized, and I don't care. And I was like, okay,
Because
so we're
she
here.
said, I said what I said.
But also, I realize I shouldn't have sent that in that group, but it is what it is, and I don't know how to unsend it.
If Dad read it, it is what it is. And I was
Sure.
like, okay, so you're there. And she was like, I don't care. I was like, okay.
I respect it, Sherry.
Yeah. She was like, I don't care. I'm like, okay, well, your feelings are out there. There you
Yeah,
go.
but you know what a get used of a group text is? Kayla's mom texted us when we landed on the tarmac on Saturday morning here. And she was like, I hope y'all are safe, enjoy y'all's podcasting. It was a very sweet mother text.
Yes.
But that was a right use of a group text.
That's
it was like,
true.
I'm not going to text both y'all individually,
Yes.
but I'm going to text you two and just be done with it.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
very sweet.
And it was a very sweet text message. And like, I was like, go on, Sherry.
Shout out to Sherry.
I love it. We love Sherry. Sherry, if you're listening, we love you, girl.
Yeah, there.
I love Sherry.
But I think group texts are a very interesting thing, and I think everyone uses it differently. Another point I want to bring up, I think we're missing, are the people who receive the group text who never respond,
Ooh, the
who
silent ones.
never
Right.
acknowledge anything, never talk on the sideline group text, because they're really afterthought, even on the sideline group text, where they just are floating. And guess what they do? They show up with a plate to hang out with all the vibes.
Yes.
With all the vibes.
I feel like it depends, though. I feel like it's one extreme or the other.
Yeah,
If you're
I'll
if you're
be.
a silent mover in a group chat, you're either gonna forget this group chat ever existed, and there's no chance in hell you're going to said event,
Yes.
or complete opposite. You're gonna show up with the casserole in
Right.
hand, with the drinks
Yeah.
on hand,
And you forget you invited them.
and you forget you invited us.
Yes, 100% happens.
Let's be real though. Don't be that person.
No.
No, I think it's a
don't like
horrible
those people.
person. I think it's a horrible person.
Either respond, sideline the person who sent
Because
the
I don't know
text.
how to fix my face when I see you. Because it's like, how your food gonna fit into my aesthetics?
Well, and honestly, And honestly, I don't even care which side it is, whether you were never planning to show up from the beginning or you pop up at the last minute. Just don't be a silent writer in the group chat. It's creepy.
It's creepy.
It's disrespectful.
And especially when you actually, if it's a group text, like we're all three, like a couple group texts together, we do share personal things in some of the group texts. There's the people who sit silent in those group texts while you're sharing something. But then they chime in to the next thought that comes an hour later by someone else.
Right.
It's like, how dare you take my personal information? Are you going to weaponize it? Do you genuinely not give a fuck about me?
Yeah, they're
and
a
it's
hater.
also because you've been silent the whole entire time. So you're going to pop in on that? I question you.
And also, don't drop a bomb in a group text and walk away. Let's talk about that.
I was going to say, I don't get those, but I get those.
That is, okay, I'll start this. You text the group with some massive knowledge or some hot ass tea of like, this happened, I'll tell y'all, give me a second. Or you even just say the story and then you go MIA.
Don't call my attention to the group text to leave me hanging.
Do you know, it's funny that we're talking about this right now because obviously we're all in a group text. This actually happened a few days ago.
Like 3 days ago.
And, you know, if we weren't recording right now, I would read out exactly what I said to said person. But I was like, I know you're not about to come on here and drop some major tea and then go MIA.
Let's talk about the person who comes in the group chat and puts their personal things. So, okay, this is about an event, right? An event that's happening next weekend. And this person decides to send, oh my god, I had a horrible day. Okay, that's great.
Irrelevant.
But this is not the group
I'm
text
not your motherfucking friend.
100%.
So, I'm like, there's rules, right? There's separate rules to
I'm
group
sorry,
chats.
my group chat, if I don't know you, is not your therapy session.
There are
Just like
group
I go to
chats
my
like
therapist, and it's billable hours, I bill my therapist.
Yes.
Or I guess they bill me.
Yes.
But yes.
Yeah, they bill you.
But I should build you on the group text
Exactly.
if I don't know you.
But there's certain types of group texts.
Well, it's funny that you were about to mention that because I was actually about to say a similar thing. Don't come in the group chat with your personal shit.
Yes.
If the group chat is labeled Party September 20th.
Right.
Exactly.
December 20th. I don't give a fuck when or what the event is.
Right.
If that is the event,
That's the
nothing
event.
else matters.
All I want to know about is your pig and the blankets.
Are you bringing
That's all I need to know about is your pig and the blanket.
Are you bringing? Are you bringing the BYOB? Are you bringing the casserole? Are you bringing whatever? Anything other than that, leave it.
I don't want to hear about all the things personal. What else about the event can I answer? And if it's in the text, don't ask me. Okay, that's my thought on feelings about group chats.
Ooh,
Okay.
that does lead me to another hot take for group chats.
Yes.
Typically, in a group chat, if there's an event going on, who's ever doing the event is going to send an informational original text which starts said group chat.
Yes.
What I cannot stand is when people follow up and ask questions that are relevant and completely answered in the original group text.
Like texting back, emailing back Stacy at work, like per my last email.
Exactly.
Like that is a per my last email.
But that's the great thing
Statement.
about, right,
100%.
like Apple, that you reply. See last text.
I sometimes I fell into the trap of being like, I don't feel like looking.
And that's lazy.
Disrespectful, lazy.